Today I want to show you why this adjustment does not work to remove excess vertical length under your behind. This is something I see sometimes in private pants fitting classes where a student's in progress and they've tried to remove the excess vertical length under their butt by shortening the leg all the way around. So what I'm talking about here is you have your muslin, it's all wrinkly here, so you pleat it up all the way around. So you can see I went all the way around, okay, front to back. And it looks great on the muslin. It does. It looks really good because you've picked up all the wrinkles. You've trapped them in this pleat. Well, here's the part that's very sad about this adjustment. If you transfer that to your paper pattern and cut out a second muslin, all the wrinkles are going to come back. Why does that happen? Well, it happens because shortening the leg, the front and back leg here, does nothing to change the situation. And it's not really addressing the reason why you have wrinkles here. So I want to talk about two reasons why you might have wrinkles under your behind. The first reason why this can happen is because you have too much fabric vertically from the waist over your behind and to below your crotch, because your behind is not filling it out or taking up that vertical length. Shortening it here on the muslin will look good, but it doesn't change anything because you've shortened the whole leg. You haven't gotten rid of the problem in the middle of the back leg. So the way you would fix that is you would shorten just the vertical length in the middle of the back leg, and I have done a few different tutorials showing how to do that. And actually I'm going to bring back my sample from last week. I actually showed how you can shorten the vertical length from the top and from the bottom to remove a significant amount of room on that back leg. So I'm going to put a link to this tutorial in the description below so you can check that out. The second reason why you may have wrinkles like this, extra vertical length on your back leg, is because while your crotch curve is correct in terms of the length of it, it's not balanced with the front. So what's happening is where the back crotch curve is too high, so there's extra vertical length on the back leg compared to the front leg. There's a different way that you need to address that. And the first thing I want to do is show you why taking extra length out of the middle of the back leg may help the situation a little bit, because you are picking up some of the fabric under your behind. However, you can't really address getting rid of a significant amount of vertical length underneath. And I'm just going to draw it like this. So this area right here, in here, you can see that the vertical length is trapped under the base of the crotch. So if you get rid of it here, like I'm doing here, that can help. But if it's a situation where the back crotch curve is just too high and there's fabric trapped underneath it, then we need to address this a different way. And the most common way to do that is to lower the base of the crotch curve or scoop out the base of the crotch. So I'm going to bring in my front here. Okay, and I'm just going to put them together like this. And what I want to show you here is, first I'm just going to dash this in. This is where the crotch level is right now. Okay, and I already have it on my pattern, but I just want to dash it in, especially in the back. Okay, then what we're going to do is the amount I can pinch out on the muslin would be a good starting point for what I want to get rid of. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to sort of draw a guideline across my inseam how much I want to scoop down or how much I want to remove. So this amount is approximately, what I can pinch along the back leg. Then what I'm going to do is I'm literally going to come down And right here, I'm going to draw a diagonal line right here. That's like the middle of the back crotch curve. You want to come down past that because we want to maintain our horizontal space. So I'm going to come down and then I'm going to start curving toward my goal. And then when I get past my inseam, I'm going to start coming back up as, you know, as gradually and nicely as I can, like this. So you can see what we've done now. If I separate these out, where is my crotch level now? My crotch level is right here. So you can see that I have removed all of this fabric that was underneath the crotch level is now above the crotch level. So that will smooth the back leg and it's going to add more fabric here. Now the next step would be to see if this now is too long, because if your crotch was in the right length and you could sit to begin with, then now you've maybe made it too long. So you would pleat it out, and you can see I've already created the pleat here where you pinch it out here and you go to 0 at the side seam like that. So you can test it on your muslin first. And so if that does take care of the extra length you're putting above the crotch, then what you would do is you would, well, first let me trim this off so we have our new shape here. Oh, and actually I want to use I love my new precision pen for working with these small patterns. It just makes it easy to get these tight corners nice and accurately versus using my rotary cutter. So there's that shape. And then like if I want to get in here and trim this off, I can very easily just come in here and trim this off versus trying to do it with my rotary cutter. It's so much nicer. There is a link in the description below for my Slice precision pen. But basically now, if it's too long here, what I'm going to do is I'm literally going to just remove it by pleating it out like I did in the muslin by drawing a guideline like this to 0 over here. Then I'm going to cut one of my guidelines. Oh, that should stay a hinge. Sorry about that. And just push it down like this and tape it in place. Okay, now you'll notice my grain line is a little bit wonky. You always want to reestablish your grain line from underneath the adjustment. So the grain line would be like this. Nice and straight again. And now what you've done is you've essentially removed the wedge of fabric that you pleated out in your muslin off of your pattern completely. So you've actually shortened the back leg and you've gotten that crotch in the right position vertically to agree with the balance of the leg in the front. So that's an easy way to deal with the second issue that can be causing wrinkles, extra vertical length on your back leg. Okay. Remember, in the beginning of this tutorial, I told you that there is a reason to pleat around the entire leg and shorten it. The reason why you would want to do that is if you're working with a pattern that has a shaped leg, meaning it becomes the most narrow at the knee, and let's say your knee is, let's say the pattern is longer than you and the knee position is below your knee, you could pleat the entire leg front and back to shorten the side and inseams an equal amount to pick up the knee and get it in the right position. So you can use this adjustment for something. It's to lengthen or shorten the leg to get the key area below it into the right position. So I showed how to pleat it out here. You could also cut it and spread it to make it longer. So I hope you enjoyed this little fun look at extra vertical length on the back leg, what works, what does not work, and some different reasons for what's causing it. If you have any questions or comments, please post those below and I will help you. I hope you're having a wonderful day, and thank you for watching.